Hey guys, it's Julie with Southern Pride Design, and today we wanted to share our quick video of how we wrapped these awesome airboat rudders. Starting out, the customer did grind down whatever was on his current rudders when he brought them in, but to make sure that we got all the little particles and everything cleaned up, we went ahead and just used some detailing spray and some clay and clayed the entire thing, both sides, to get it all cleaned up, make sure that there wasn't anything, because even after we did that, there was still a lot of residue, and this just makes sure that nothing's going to stick to the vinyl and everything is going to adhere properly, especially because these are going to be battered by the wind and they're going to be in the water, and we want to make sure that we don't have any issues with this vinyl pulling up or peeling up in any corner. After we did that, we went ahead and took a microfiber cloth to get all the little pieces. The paper towels are not the best thing to dry off the rudders with. They were leaving little bits and pieces, so the microfiber got rid of all that and it was a nice smooth surface. After that, we went ahead and laid out our wrap. We lined up the bottom and used some painter's tape to tape it so that everything stayed where we wanted it, and we had enough space on all sides of our design so that it wasn't going to be too short on one side or another. When we make our designs, we usually print them with 1 inch on each side of the substrate that we're putting it on. We're going, we know we're going to trim that off in the end, but we always want to make sure that there's enough space around it. And then we just tape down the middle so that we can pull the vinyl back, cut the backing paper, and this vinyl that we use is an air release. It's laminated, but it's really easy to work with. It doesn't we don't have to put any spray down, we don't have to prep it or anything. We can just pull it tight and use the squeegee and everything comes out and it lays down beautifully, and it's easy to reposition if needed. We use this for car wraps, trailers, all kinds of things. So if you're interested in getting some custom vinyl for your airboat, let us know. We have a lot of designs available and we do custom. And then once we got it laid down, we use the squeegee with even pressure going from the middle out to all the edges, just down to where the welds are on the edges. And then I liked to leave just a little bit to go over the welds, and then we heat shrink it to that, which created a nice seal around the edges. And then when we did the other side of the rudder, they were able to go over each other, just a tiny bit of overlap. And then we used a vinyl sealer pen to go over the edges, again with that acrylic, to make sure that no water was going to get in, no air is going to get under it, and these are going to last the customer a very long time. And once we finished the one side, we just did the same thing on the other side. We use a little bit of vinyl spray on the top just so that the squeegee doesn't get hung up on the vinyl. It slides nicely, it doesn't scratch it, and it helps you work with it a lot better. Once all the vinyl is put down, then you can take a very sharp razor blade and trim all the edges. Like I said, I like to leave a little bit that goes over the welds, and then use the heat gun and then the roller to adhere it and make sure that it's got a nice seal around the edge. Don't want to leave too much so that it doesn't overlap onto the opposite side and, you know, screw up the design on the other side, but just enough that it has a nice overlap and seal. I did not want the welds showing. I wanted that nice clean look of the design, and I think these came out amazing. I think the only thing that we would do differently next time is we would have the design printed both sides so that we could wrap it around and it would be one seamless piece, especially on the leading edge of the rudder where the wind is always going to catch. I would like that to be just one smooth piece all the way around, and I think that would have just been so much better, and it would have just been a little bit easier to trim and work with. But I'm super happy with the way these came out, and I think the customer is going to be very happy with them for a very long time. We did miss some video on some of the process. We are a working shop, so we had to stop and help customers along the way. But I hope to have a more in-depth video the next time we do these and get you a little more information on how we did certain little things. I know there's not a lot of videos out there because we looked before we did these and we just wanted to share ours. So we want to thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and if you have any questions about the process or anything that we did, feel free to leave us a comment, send us a message, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you.